In last presentation, I explained you equity and liability part of balance sheet. Now I am explaining you asset part of the balance sheet. Assets have two major heads, non-current assets and current assets. In non-current assets, there are following subheads: fixed assets, non-current investment, deferred tax asset, long-term loans and advances, and other non-current assets. Fixed assets is further classified into tangible assets, intangible assets, capital work in progress, intangible asset under development. Tangible assets. These are the assets which can be seen and touched. Examples are land, building, machinery, furniture and fixtures, computers, vehicle, office equipments, etc. Intangible assets are the assets which do not have physical existence and thus cannot be seen and touched. Examples are goodwill, brands, trademarks, computer software, mastheads and publishing titles, mining rights, copyrights, patents and other intellectual property rights, services and operating rights, recipes, formulae, models and designs, license and franchises, etc. Capital work in progress means fixed tangible assets under construction. For example, when a building is under construction, then it is shown under capital work in progress. Intangible asset under development means fixed intangible assets like patents, intellectual property rights, etc. under development. Next subhead is non-current investment. Those investments which are held for long term, not for resale, are called non-current investments. It further classified into trade investments, means investment in shares and debentures of other company to promote own trade and business. Next, investment in property. Next, investment in equity shares. Next, investment in preference share. Next, investments in government or trust securities. Next, investment in debenture or bonds. Next, investment in mutual funds. Next, investment in partnership firm and other investment. Next subhead is deferred tax assets. Next subhead is deferred tax asset. Deferred tax asset means every year accounting income is compared with taxable income. Taxable income means income as per Income Tax Act, and if taxable income is more than accounting income, then tax on such difference is called deferred tax asset. Next set is long-term loans and advances, means those loans and advances which are expected to be received back in cash or in kind after 12 months from the date of balance sheet or after the operating cycle of company. These are further classified into capital advances. Advances which are given to purchase fixed assets are called capital advances. Next, security deposits. Security deposits given for long period of time. For example, security deposits for electricity and for telephone. Next, other loans and advances. Long-term advances other than capital advance and security deposits are shown in this head. For example, long-term loans and advances given to employees, suppliers, etc. Next subhead is other non-current assets. All other non-current assets that do not fall in any of the above four categories are shown as non-current assets. They are classified into long-term trade receivables. If there is a clear agreement with trade receivables that they have to pay money after 12 months or after operating cycle, then they are shown as long-term trade receivables. Next, unamortized expenses and losses. Unamortized expenses and losses means at the time of issue of share or at the time of formation of company is incurring a lot of expenses, and these expenses if not written off, then these are called as unamortized expenses or losses. Next, insurance claim receivable or amount receivable from sale of fixed means company is selling its fixed asset and amount is not receiving at the end of the year, then it is shown under this head. Next, current assets. Current asset is subheads are current investments, inventories, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. Now I am explaining one by one all of these items. Current investments. Those investments which are held to convert into cash within 12 months from the date of purchase are called current investment. Means company's intention is not for long term. So it is called current investment. These are classified into investment in equity instruments, investment in preference share, investments in government or trust securities, investment in debentures or bonds, investment in mutual funds, investment in partnership firm, and other investment. Next subhead is inventories. Means stock which is held for the purpose of manufacturing or trading. It includes raw material. Raw material means such material which is used by the company for production purpose is called raw material. Next, work in progress. Work in progress means when raw material is used for production but not completed, then it is called work in progress. Next, finished goods. Next, stock in trade. Stock in trade means what? Those finished goods which is purchased by the company for the trading purpose is called stock in trade. It means it is a finished goods but purchased from the market for the trading purpose. So it is called stock in trade. Next, stores and spares. Next, loose tools. Next subhead is trade receivables. Means amount receivable from sale of goods or services rendered in normal business activities. It includes debtors after deducting provision for doubtful debts and bills receivable. Next subhead is cash and cash equivalents. It includes balance with bank, checks, draft on hand. You remember that in 11th in cash book we write a entry as check in hand. Those check in hand is included here. Cash in hand means cash. Next, earmarked balance with banks, for example unpaid dividend. Next, balance with banks held as margin money. Next, bank deposit with more than 12 months maturity. It is clearly written as more than 12-month maturity. It is also included in cash and cash equivalents. Next subhead is short-term loans and advances. Next subhead is other current. All current which do not include any of above heads are shown in this head. For example, prepaid expenses, accrued income, dividend receivable, advance tax, etc.